Welcome everybody to Fallout 4, and I have to say so far, just welcome to the video. And this isn't going to be the normal review video. This is just going to be kind of explaining to you guys about the Automatron DLC. And I don't really have gameplay footage, but because this is after I've completed the story mode, and there will be spoilers, but I'll tell you guys in the video when there will be spoilers. So I'm not going to just spoil it right now. But let's just say that I love this DLC, and having a robot as a companion that I made myself actually doesn't feel lonely. Like, I thought it would feel lonely, but it really isn't. And having this thing next to me, I don't even have to do anything anymore, and it's not even fully upgraded. I mean, I just put lasers on its hand. Just imagine when I put rocket launchers and Gatling guns on its hand. But as you can see, there's a lot of robot bodies and rust devils, because right before I started recording this, they tried to attack us in my little red rocket settlement. But this is the Automatron DLC kind of, just explanation. And I just have to say right off the bat, get this DLC, and it's totally worth the $10. So basically, I will be explaining to you guys what's happening. So you'll meet this robot named Ada. So as soon as you start your game after getting the DLC, you get this notification for a quest. And as soon as you start it, you find this settlement, not really a settlement, but you find this robot fighting robots, and her name is Ada. Her friends are killed in this little battle. That's not really a spoiler though, because you're there while it happens. And let's just get on. And basically, she's asking you to help her and find out who's doing this and why they are doing this to her and her friends and other robots. And basically, you're gonna help her through her journey. She's gonna make you find a bunch of other robots, and you have to get their radio beacons so she can get kind of her radio beacon to figure out where the Mechanist is. And the Mechanist is the main antagonist in this story, but little do you know, there's more to come about this antagonist.
I wanted to introduce myself.
So basically, you get to make your own robots, and this is probably the most fun part of the game, because it goes even into the littlest details. You can even control their voice and even their paint job, and this is just really immersive. And I don't even have this bot fully upgraded, and once you hit torso, you can even change every single bit of them. And oh my god, I can actually make these right now. That's actually pretty cool. And it's just so many details, and I don't think I'm gonna get to making these pretty soon, but I think it's gonna be worth it, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be worth it. So basically, let's just use the arm as an example. You can pick your right arm, like the kind of robot. You pick these parts up from other robots, by the way. And as you can see, there's the little description, and it tells you what it does and what it means. And basically, I try to, of course, make them to the highest part. And then this is the armor that you can make, and I can upgrade this too. I'm going to do this as soon as I'm done with this video. And as you can see, some of them actually have perks. Like this one has energy resistance and energy and melee damage, which is actually pretty cool. And you can even change the weapon on their hand. But once you get to the higher level stuff, or oh my god, what was that? Once you get to the higher level stuff, when it says unstable, see how this is a laser Gatling, or this is just a razor Gatling gun? If it says unstable, that means it can break during combat, but after the combat ends, it will come back immediately. It's just, it might break. So if you're fighting someone powerful, it might come off, and then he only has the one on the other arm. But of course, there's more than just the arms to use. And the other special thing about this is that you may have head perks, like say the Sentry head. It can have head armor, it can have a Joker helm. It has these kind of perks, and you can find them. I have the Ahab's helm. You kind of get that in the storyline. And it gives you perks. and Ahab's helm can burn targets and improves damage resistance, but it's also unstable, but I've never seen it break during combat. Or I've just never noticed it because it comes back immediately. But let's put that head armor back on that I had before. And basically this is just the most fun part of the game. Okay, so basically I have my robot down there, he's following me, and actually these sentry legs actually make him really intimidating, but sadly if you're in a building or something, they can't fit through doorways, but that really scared me. I was like, what if I go into a building and he can't fit through? That sounded so wrong, but they actually, if they keep on trying getting through the door and they can't, it just teleports them on the other side by you. But we're gonna start fighting these settlements, and I saved before this so that it doesn't really affect my gameplay, and I don't know where they just went. But we are gonna start fighting them, and I know it's just a settlement. It's not really gonna have much high level like experience in fighting people. Okay then. Well, sadly, I really can't find anyone to fight. We're not on PC, so I can't really spawn any enemies. So I'm just gonna get on to it. So this is where the spoilers come in, just in case if you really don't hear about the story or if you're just curious. I'll try to keep back a lot, but this is where the final boss fight happens. Of course, this is like, I don't know, but this is Ada. I kind of took off most of her parts so that I could put them on a new bot for my own. And she constantly asks you if you want to take her back out as a companion again, but I really don't want to. I just want my own bot, to be honest. And this is the Mechanist layer, and it kind of becomes your own layer. It's kind of like your own bat cave. But the story of the Mechanist is that she saw a drawing, a comic drawing, and just look at this. It's like a freaking brain. They're just typing and stuff. She saw a kid's drawing, and it was named the Mechanist, and she got inspired by it and said that she should really, you know, just, it was her inspiration to help the Commonwealth. And these are the posters right here, and this is her right here. You actually, I wasn't aggressive with her, but you can actually, I think, if you talk aggressively to her at the end, you end up killing her or becoming enemies, and then you really don't talk. But she's actually really helpful. But I'm not gonna bother her now. But in here you get that room, which is hers, and you get this elevator. I don't know where it goes. I kind of don't want to know yet. I'm scared to go to where it goes. But as you can see on my armor in here that I still need to upgrade. And you have another robot creation down here, which I wish she didn't make me build another one for, because I had to put another one out there. But this is kind of a really cool place. But this is where the final boss fight happens, and basically when you do this boss fight, just make sure you're fully armored and you got all kind of aids. I did not mean that the way it came out, okay? But all kind of protection and stim packs, purified water, anything you have to give you health. And that's kind of what you want to do, because this is kind of a really intense boss fight. And not really intense in a way, but why do I get so sidetracked? So basically, for the $10 this DLC is worth, I do not regret one bit of it. This probably lasts around, I'd say around probably 5 to 6 hours, depending on how long it takes you and your play style.
Never fear, ma'am. I will ensure your safety to the best of my ability.
I wish he'd shut up. But as you can see, this is Ada and Sam. I just named him Sam because it sounded like a 3-letter kind of code name for a robot. But I'm not sure if there's a limit on how many you can make. But it costs parts just to make them, of course, so you can't just straight up make one. But that's it. And the layer the lair is around here, right above the castle. You kind of have your little bat cave elevator, but it actually, you can teleport inside of here and out from inside of here, so you don't really need that. That's actually not necessary at all. So basically, this is a must-buy. This is just a really awesome game, and I think it's totally worth it. And for the protection of the companion, honestly, I don't even have to do that much work anymore, as long as you keep on repairing them. And instead of stim packs like you'd have for your regular companion, you have these robot repair packs, and that's what you use to help them. And I wish you'd stop talking to me. I feel bad. It's like a dog. I really do. I don't know why. But this is just a must-buy. And I don't know. If I give this DLC a rating, I would say somewhere around probably just a. I don't know. To be honest, this is probably the first 10 out of 10 I'd ever give, because there's nothing wrong with it in my opinion. It's perfect, and I haven't had any problems with it at all. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.